Good afternoon, everybody, and we are live, and this is the Visibility Show. And if we haven't met yet, I'm Becky J. Anderson from BeckyJAnderson.com, and this lovely lady sitting next to me is...
Hi, everybody. I'm Stephanie Nivinskus from SizzleForce.com.
And we are so excited to be with you today. We have so much good information for them, don't we, Stephanie?
We sure do. Yeah. And Becky and I get like all giddy about getting on with you. So
yes, we do. We do. We have so much good information for you today. Today, we're talking all about the irresistible secrets to high converting lead magnets. Right, Steph?
Mm-hmm.
And we have lots of goodie. Oh, and we have Annie here. Howdy. I watched the countdown. Oh, good. And Kay and Lisa and Marcy. Yay.
All right.
Thank you for joining all of us. Everybody, feel free to say hi and tell us where you're joining in from before we get started. We always like saying hi to you all.
We would also love it if you guys jumped in and you put something that said what line of work you're in. So those of us that don't know each other have a way to quickly connect and know what you do. So Marcy, I think maybe a first-time liver. So Yahoo, Marcy's on.
Yay. Do you know Marcy?
I know Marcy. She has an amazing business. Marcy, pop in the comments. Tell us what you do.
I know Kay has candles and Bath and Body, I believe, and Annie has Bath and Body.
What about Lisa?
Lisa, I know what she has, and I've gone blank on it.
Okay.
Has spring found anybody yet? There's Laura. Yay! Yes, it is. It was 83 here yesterday.
Yeah, it's beautiful in San Diego.
I know there's people that are having snow, which is kind of sad.
That's really wrong. So should I jump right in, Becky?
Yes. Okay. So Stephanie, go ahead and you're going to tell us some really good information on the characteristics of a lead magnet.
Yeah. And the key word here is the characteristics of lead magnets that actually work. Okay.
Exactly.
Because a lot of times people put so much effort into creating these lead magnets, which by the way is also called an opt-in. Okay. So if you hear that word, those are interchangeable. An opt-in and a lead magnet, same thing.
Same thing. Yeah.
The goal is to get people to sign up for your list. It's your ethical bribe that says, hey, I'll give you this if you put your name on my list. Okay. So, 6 characteristics of lead magnets that actually work are, number one, most importantly, your lead magnet needs to answer a question or solve a problem that is frustrating them all the time. Okay. Yep. So if you think about your ideal clients and what are their biggest pain points, not necessarily the things that you sell because you want to reserve some stuff that you can get paid for, but the stuff that is a teaser to what you sell. Okay. So you'll want to think about what those big pain points are and what can I create that can give them an immediate relief to whatever
pain point
that they're feeling. Okay. People hate waiting. They absolutely hate it. So winning lead magnets will always be instantly accessible, right? So that could be in the form of making it so they opt in and they immediately get an email, right? Or it could be they go on a page and they can immediately enter a code at checkout to get a benefit. Yeah. Or it could be they're on a page and they are immediately redirected to another page, or even a video will just start showing right away. It just starts going and playing. So it solves a huge problem. It's immediately accessible. Another thing is it's got to be easy to consume. And when I say consume, that can also be use or apply, okay? So some of the things that Becky will talk about as our product marketing expert are a little different than the lead magnets that might work in the service-based industry, which is what I serve, okay? So, and we'll get into all of that in just a little bit. Another thing, it needs to provide an immediate benefit. You could say a quick win, okay? People don't need more information to digest. We are all on information overload. What we need is things that we can quickly implement that will give us quick wins, because we all just want that. Okay, I'm going to do this. If I'm going to give you a half an hour of my time, whatever, creating something or reading something, I need it to do something for me. So that, quick gratification. And then finally, this is especially important in the service industry. It needs to position you as a credible authority. Okay.
Yes.
So that's what I've got for that part, Becky.
That's especially important in the, yeah, those are all good points. Some of those are more relatable to services, but some of them are for the product. So that's the fun thing about this show. It's she services, I'm products, so you get a little bit of both. And sometimes meshing those both together works really well for both sides, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And sometimes another thing too is that just because you sell a product doesn't mean you can't provide a service that complements your product, and vice versa.
Right. And a lot of product sellers do that. So you can teach how to do whatever. Oh, and Lisa put, she does soap. I knew that. How did I forget that? She does soap. Yeah. So we have a lot of product people in here, which is good. All right. Should we start with the best spilled secrets?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
All right. Do you want me to start? The first one? Okay, so I am going to give you the best lead magnets for product-based. She's going to do the best for service-based. Okay, so the number one lead magnet for product-based is offering a coupon or a discount. And I know a lot of people go, oh, I don't want to put my products on sale, or I don't want to have to discount my products. But on product-based businesses, you want to think about all the competitors that you have out there that are offering deals. And so what you're doing is essentially discounting on that product to pay to get them on your list. So it's like doing an ad and promoting your opt-in, but you're getting them on the list. So that is the very, very best. And you want to make it compelling enough that they bite. So think about it. I mean, do we all love shopping on sales? And how often do you give your, like you go shopping and they want your email when you're checking out? A lot of stores do that. And do you give it to them? Yes, because they're going to send you a coupon to come in. So when I'm teaching product-based business owners how to get reoccurring, it's set up those programs. So you want to be able to do that. So yeah, a discount or a coupon is the best. 10% works better than 0, but like 25% is the magic number. 25% off on something, a coupon. And you can select what products they can get it on too. You don't have to let them be on everything. If you've got something with a better margin, you can say 25% off on this, but it does work. Marcy
that's
says,
a good tip that you're talking about, is that it doesn't have to be across the board.
Right.
And really focusing on the products with the high margin. I love that point.
If you have something with really high margin, or if you have something that you could even go more aggressive. The more aggressive, you're going to get them in. So you could say, hey, you get 50% off on this grouping or this product or whatever. But anyway, that big number is compelling.
Yeah. Or even, what I love when it comes to products? I love it when something is maybe already on sale, but then you get an extra 20% off. It makes me feel like they're like almost paying me to buy it, right?
Do you know who does that?
Right.
Kohl's. Oh my gosh. You walk out of Kohl's and you feel like you've robbed the store.
Yes.
It's like there's 50% off here, and then you have the coupon, and then they give you the Kohl's cash.
Yes. So much so. Yeah. But don't we all kind of love it? We get like this, like sick, like.
I know. Well, you know what? Paul and I especially love it because we ship to Kohl's forever. And I'll tell you how that works on the manufacturing side. When you are shipping to Kohl's and they do those big, huge coupons, then they come back to the manufacturer who they bought the product from, and they say, okay, this is how much we sold. We need you to split that with us. So when we walk out with those big bags and spent nothing, we're laughing and we're going, those poor manufacturers just.
Oh, poor manufacturers.
But you keep going back.
Look at Marcy. Marcy does an intro offer.
That's good. That's really good.
I get Marcy's offers. She has some good offers. And she, for those of you guys that didn't see, I know she posted a little bit down here, but she's the owner of a Dream Dinners in the San Diego area. So if you guys don't know what that is, you like go into her stores and you pre-assemble your dinners for a certain number of meals that you need. And it's like everything's already diced and chopped for you.
Then you go home and freeze them and pop them in. My sister used to do that. She used to go buy those. So there must be a Dream Dinners in Salt Lake, right?
Well, Marcy, pop in the comments and let us know, because that's
awesome. Wouldn't you love to have dinner in the freezer for a week?
It's such a great idea. It is such a great idea. And one thing that we've done, Marcy and I have a lot of mutual friends, when somebody gets sick or is just out of the hospital, instead of everybody making food, we might just funnel some cash over to Marcy and say, hey, Marcy, go make a whole bunch of meals and drop them off.
How nice. Yeah, because you do that when people are in the hospital or sick. You take dinner over. Wow. I need one of those by me.
Yeah, you do. You do.
I do.
All right. So one thing for me on the service end, we tend to have a longer list of potential lead magnets that we can offer, just by the nature of how things are done on the service end. But I will tell you, not all lead magnets are good lead magnets. Okay, we talked about some of the elements of the ones that work really well, but something you in services need to know is that the highest converting lead magnets, okay, now listen to the word converting. The highest converting lead magnets come in the form of spreadsheet downloads and templates. Okay, there's a million things you can do, but if you really want to convert, that's where you focus your attention. Let me give you some examples. All right.
Okay.
So if somebody is a CPA, they might create a reimbursables tracker, right? Where you're working with small business owners. Here you go. Here's a quick little tracker to make this simple for you. If you're a productivity coach, maybe you create a time tracker. So, knowledge is power. You see how much time you're actually wasting every day. Right?
Do you know what? You're giving ideas on what the product people could do on something like that, like 10 ways to use this soap or 10 whatever. I mean, you could take that same concept and translate it across.
Absolutely. And that reminds me of something. So Becky, I worked with the Body Shop, the skincare store, for 5 years. Right? And during that time, I was slinging their products. And one of the best sellers was a body butter. And I know a lot of people in your community tend to be in that bath and body area, right? So I'll tell you guys something that I used to do that was awesome and sold like hotcakes is I would say, okay, I'd hold up the body butter when I shared it with somebody, right? Or I'd be in the store, work in the stores or whatever, okay? Hold up the body butter. And I'd say, okay, so you guys all know that this is a luxurious product that you can just use to hydrate your skin and get that silky feeling. What you probably don't know is all the other things you can do with body butter. So let me explain. And I still have this right here in the front of my brain.
With my shower gel. It's shampoo, it's shaving cream, it's bubble bath. So what can you do with the body butter? I'm dying to know.
So the body butter, you put a scoop in the bathtub and it becomes like a body milk. Okay. You can shave your legs with it and your legs will be silky smooth.
That's what I used to say with the shower gel too. Yeah.
Yes. You can soothe the frizz balls in your hair. Okay. Like if you've got these flyaways like I have, you can take just a little bit. Otherwise it becomes greasy and gross. Right. But a little bit and smooth away your frizz balls.
Hey, you product people, you need to be paying attention to this because now you can give a whole list instead of giving away product.
Yeah, and it's
of what you can do.
Magnet. Yeah, right. It makes buying your product more valuable, right?
Do you know where the product people could really do this? When you're blogging, these could be content upgrades in your blogs. When you're talking about, say you're blogging about the product, say your body butter and how to use it, you could go, hey, get this free upgrade or this list of 10 ways to use body butter in your blog. And then that's another opt-in in addition to your coupon or whatever's bringing them in on the front.
100%. Yeah. And look at that. Annie's going to use it. Boom, baby.
I love it. I love it. And Kay's going to try body butter to flat iron her hair. I love it.
I love it. Okay. So those were a couple of examples. A few other things you guys might want to think about. Property managers. You could create maybe a roommate agreement. Okay. Let's say whether you're, maybe I am a private owner and I have purchased a couple of houses that I use as rentals, right? Mm-hmm. Wouldn't it be nice if I had like a long-term person that was renting, but seemed to always be looking for new roommates, right? Mm-hmm. Wouldn't it be a nice thing if I could just say to anybody like that, you know what, here's a roommate template agreement, right? So that you don't have to worry about who's going to pay for this and who's going to do that. It's all out in writing, okay? Mm-hmm. Another thing, and if you were an HR consultant, how cool would it be if you offered small businesses a template employee manual, right? That they could just literally like
the free option,
blank. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, we all need that. We all need that when we have a team. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. So that was the highest converting lead magnets.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
But I also wanted to talk about where the highest quality leads come from. Okay. Because there's a difference between these are the ones that convert the best and these are the ones that bring in the highest quality leads. You picking up what I'm putting down here?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Live webinars and video trainings, hands down.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. They would.
Here's why they aren't the highest converting. Because those live webinars and video trainings require more time. They're not as easy to consume.
Right. They're not instant satisfaction. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And, then people are like, okay, I got to make time on my calendar for this.
And they get it immediately, or the download, they get it complete or immediately.
Yes, exactly. So I'll flip back to you in just a second, but a couple of other things. The lowest conversions, those come from white papers. I don't really even know anybody that does white papers anymore.
Right. I haven't seen that much.
Yeah, you don't see that so much anymore.
Probably because it's low converting, right?
Right. Okay, so free consults. This is very interesting. A lot of times I will work with people that are like, well, I want to give them a free consultation on the phone. Mm-hmm. And it sounds from your end as the business owner as this is really valuable because they're getting one-on-one time with me and I'm going to hear about their specific problems and give them my specific diagnosis and blah, blah, blah. Sounds all great to you, right? You know what the customer hears? Sales pitch, sales pitch, sales pitch, sales pitch, right? Yeah. Everybody knows it's coming. So,
that's probably not a high converting one, right?
No.
That would be better off more as a service for those who would be looking to hire you.
Mm-hmm. And that's a good thing to do when somebody is way deeper in your funnel too, right? Not as a lead magnet to get them into your funnel. But that's like, you know what? You've already been nurturing them. You've built the relationship. They're starting to trust you, like you, know you. Mm-hmm. Then you can ask them to get on the phone with you. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. eBooks and toolkits, not very good quality leads. A lot of times people take it and split, honestly. They're like, hey, thanks for the freebie. Bye. I have no intention of ever buying anything from you.
Part of the deal with getting people on your list, so many people, it's just like the likes on social media. They want likes, they want likes. But you know what? If those likes don't convert to customers and clients, they're not valuable. So you'd rather have less and have them be engaged, and you want them engaged, you want them involved. So the people on your list, that's why freebies in the product world don't work as well, because people will take the free product and run. They don't stay. And you want your customers to stay and buy again and again, again and again. Yes.
Yeah. And you have to be aware too of the people that's just how they operate. They're just wired to take as much as they can, like the Groupon groupies. Okay. Right. Mm-hmm. where it can be a good way to get a lot of visibility, you gotta play really carefully in that space, or you can take a major loss. You can sell thousands of whatever it is that you sell, but then you end up taking a major loss because you use it as a loss leader, and thousands of people that buy have no intention of long-term business with you. And even if it is a great experience, it's just not the way they're wired. They're just going to look for the next deal.
That's true. That can be a bad one. And I'm thinking of my own habits with Groupon because, normally we wouldn't, it's not something I've used a lot, but we were in Las Vegas with some friends a while ago, and we were going to a restaurant, and they told us, download the Groupon coupon because you'll get 50% off. And I'm like, really? So I signed up for Groupon, got the coupon, and I have not been back.
Right. And that's so normal.
Yeah. So you want to be careful that you're not so aggressive that they come and they don't come back, or that that you develop bad habits. So for example, we were talking about Kohl's earlier. Will you ever buy anything in Kohl's that's not on sale?
Absolutely not.
I won't. Because I'm trained to know that if it's not on sale at Kohl's today, it will be within the next 21 days, because everything is a 21-day rotation. Not only that, they're going to have their 20 off, their 30 off, and their Kohl's cash. So you don't want to get your customers trained thinking that you have to have that aggressive for them to purchase. You want them to be able to purchase all the time. So there is a fine line there.
Which might explain why the Kohl's in my area closed down recently.
Really?
Because, and I had to wonder, I don't know the corporate history. I didn't research it, but I have to wonder, did they close down because everybody got so used to the sales, and what's
that might be something kind of unique to your situation. Although the big retailers have struggled a lot because all these e-commerce people are coming on, and Amazon, and people are more inclined to buy online now than they have been in the stores. So I know the retailers are getting a lot smarter about what they're doing and how big their footprint is. And I know a lot of them are consolidating, Kohl's being one. They're consolidating more internally, going to smaller spaces. But I'm surprised in your area, as big as that is, that a store would close.
Yeah, it was really sad to me. It was so sad because that's like kind of headquarters for kids shopping.
Absolutely.
Right?
Or when for bedding or towels or kitchen stuff. Yeah. So
look at that. Amanda wrote, that's brilliant. Having a template would have helped so much when I was talking to my roommate before moving in. So those of you guys that are in that landlord, property management, real estate space, pay attention.
Yeah.
Create those templates. They are so, so helpful.
They are. And Lisa says, I blog posted on how to make your artisan soap last with links to products I carry. That is a good opt-in for a product-based business. That's good. That's really good. And look at my honey. Sorry, I'm late getting on. He got stuck in traffic. We're just glad you're here, Paul. Right.
So Lisa, an idea for you. You've got how to make your artisan soap last with links to products that you carry. So you carry all the things that they need to make their artisan soaps, but you could make that even bigger and more valuable if you talked about different things that you could do with those same products. And I don't know how to make artisan soap, so maybe I'll have to read this, right? But for example, let's say hypothetically that soap nets have more than one use. Like the body butter example that I shared, right?
That's just how to extend into more and more blog posts by expanding in those areas. You're right. Yeah, because a lot of product-based people think they don't have anything to blog about. So you lots of extensions to blog on that. You're right, Stephanie.
So, but before I switch back to you on this, Becky, I want to give credit where credit is due. I learned a lot about this conversion versus low quality versus high perceived value stuff from a gentleman named Bret Gregory, who's out here in San Diego. He's a great trainer.
I love him too. Yeah, we were in the Pinnacle training where he were.
Yeah. So you guys, he created a wonderful video on this that you guys might want to check out. You can find it at attractcustomersnow.com. So Bret's great, and he's full of great info.
Worth following. He is so incredible, and his story is incredible. It's worth all of them going over. Hey, and Bonnie hopped on. So Annie says, what would be a good one for candles?
A good opt-in for candles. You're the product lady.
How to decorate your home, or how to make over a room, or you could also do what the fragrances do. So, for example, pumpkin is an aphrodisiac. Did you know that? Put it in the bedroom. Banana makes you not as hungry. So, and citrus makes you happy. So, for example, in Las Vegas, the casinos put citrus in the vents because it's a happy, uplifting smell, and it makes people stay at the machines. So you could do something on what fragrance will do, or the mood it will set, or how it will make you feel. Vanilla, sugar cookie, those fragrances are typically the top sellers because they remind people of coming home from school and mom is making cookies, or a happy moment, or, home baked. Sugar cookie or birthday cake were always our top sellers. Didn't matter where or what store, it was always our number one, which is interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, and that makes sense to me because, like the citrus, I love citrus. I love citrus perfume. I love citrus candles. I love citrus anything. And the fact that it makes me happy, well, that explains things.
And it will make you spend more money if you're in a store or a casino. Did you ever wonder why Bath & Body Works they put it through the vents too. So you're walking the mall, Bath & Body Works, you walk by and you smell it 5 doors down, it's going through the vents.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
That is for sure. All right, so Becky, you want to go back to you?
Yeah, my next opt-in for product-based businesses is free shipping. And, Amazon has done this to us. People expect or want free shipping. And I know it can be a scary thing for product-based businesses to do free shipping. However, you can put limits. So you can say any order over $40 is free shipping. Now, the average order on e-commerce is $35. So you figure, what is the average order? Let's bump it up a little bit and get them to spend $5 more, and then we'll throw in the free shipping. And there again, like with the opt-in on the percentage off, you can limit. If you've got products that are really heavy or big or bulky that would be big to ship, you can leave those out of the equation. You do not have to do free shipping on those. But free shipping is one of the best opt-ins because people will find something they want to buy and they will immediately sign up for the free shipping. So that's a really good one. But make sure that like I said, if you have big products or heavy, that you put a limit in place.
We talked about this on one of our recent lives. Do you remember when I was talking about Land's End and how every year I get my kids' uniforms and it's that free shipping thing where they say, if you spend over $100, you get free shipping. And I always end up spending more, right? So it totally works.
It does work. And Bonnie just put here, free shipping has got me hooked on Amazon. Okay, so let me tell you a reverse of that because she just made me think of this because Bonnie just bought lights for her studio. Okay, so she probably bought the lights at Amazon and got free freight, right? So in the reverse, I had bought the Diva light ring years ago. The people that make Diva light ring, the Stellar products or Stellar lighting, they sent me an email out of the clear blue, and I hadn't purchased from them in 2 years. And they said, hey, you bought our Diva light ring. You will probably love this, and we'll give it to you free. And it's a great big light with 2 lights under the umbrella and a little light down below so it'll shine on the wall. And they go, we'll give it to you free. You just have to pay $29 shipping.
Totally in. And
I bought it. I'm like, $29, I'll do it. Whereas if I would have gone to Amazon and bought that light, it would have been $29 probably, right?
Right. But there was this psychological thing that you were like, I am so in like Flynn, man.
Yes, so product people, think about that in the reverse. Bonnie just made me think of that when she said the Amazon thing. So free product, pay for the shipping.
Good one. All right. Service people.
What's your next one? What's
Swipe
that?
files.
Oh, yeah. Swipe files would be a good one. Yeah.
Any of you guys that have kids, little kids, my kids aren't teeny anymore, but I remember we used to, like, I have watched so many episodes of Dora the Explorer. And there is a character named Swiper. I think he's a fox. And they always say, Swiper, no swiping. Okay. So side note, the reason I'm bringing that up is swipe files are great. Now, what's a swipe file? You might be wondering. A swipe file is basically verbiage that you write that you give somebody permission to completely plagiarize. Okay. But it's not plagiarizing because you're giving them permission. So it could be a swipe file of email headlines. It could be a swipe file of letters to write. Like, let's say maybe you're a lawyer and, people get into these cease and desist situations, right?
Yep.
You create a swipe file that's, here's a cease and desist letter. And this could be for a product as well.
If anybody copies you or whatever, that could.
Or if somebody's using your name, or somebody is, claiming an idea or a product you created is theirs, right? A lawyer would be very smart to create a swipe file and give it for free, right? Because if somebody's looking for a business lawyer, well, it's kind of a no-brainer way to help somebody get out of that immediate pinch that they're in and develop a relationship that you can then nurture as you go along.
Right. Or a copywriter they could give away this series of letters that would go in a sales funnel or something like that. That would be
such a good idea. I think I know a copywriter.
Guess what? You can ask a lot. How do I do a sales funnel? Well, here's the 5 letters to go in a sales funnel free if you join my list. That is a swipe file.
Do you think we know a copywriter that
do you realize if you put together a swipe file for product people, they would probably all sign up? Here's your sales funnel put together for you.
Okay, if you guys want that, put a like in. Okay, I need a comment because I need some proof here. If you guys want that, I'll create it for you.
You'll probably
gotta comment and say I want it. Okay.
That's a good one though. Swipe files, they work.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you have?
My next one. To offer a daily deal. This is for products. So you see these different websites or the deal sites, or you see the flash deal of the day. A deal of the day is a great way to get people to opt in. And it's a great way to get people that are on your list even that are inactive to purchase, but to get new people too that want to get that deal. So it works. So a deal of the day. Yeah. It looks like people want that. Stephanie Kay wants it. Marcy wants it.
All right.
Lisa wants it. Yep. Swipe files for product-based businesses. Yep.
Well, fine then, you guys. Guess what I'll be working on this week?
So some swipe files. Yay.
Stand by. It will be created for you shortly.
So what's your next one?
Another one that you guys can do is a challenge. A 7, 21, 30-day challenge.
Yep.
Okay.
Those work great with services.
I'm gonna coach you through the process of doing whatever it is that they want to do. And it'll be, over the next 7 days. And really so many different professions could use something like this. I mean, even Becky, like with you coaching product creators, right? You could do something like the first 7 days of building your product-based business.
Yep.
What you need to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Day
right.
1, do this. Day 2, do this. Blah, blah, blah. So yeah.
Lisa had a question. So how does a deal of the day work? Do they make a purchase? Yes. So for example, it would just be changing your opt-in like on a daily basis. So you could say today, this one item, it's only one item. So it's not like I probably should have clarified that better. So like the first one I said, doing a discount like 10 to 25% off. Typically that would be on your website. A deal of the day is here's one item. I have this candle or this bar of soap or whatever. And today this is this much. But you have to opt in to get the coupon to buy it. And so you can change it. It takes a lot of work. It's kind of an aggressive approach, but it really does work. We did it a lot on our e-commerce. We would change the opt-in like every couple of days, and it would be like a flash sale or a deal of the day that would just be available just till it's gone or for 24 hours or something like that.
Or what if you even limit it to a certain number of people? Because then you get that curiosity and that you kind of spark that competition of like the first 20 people. Or something
like that. You could limit it. You could. You could.
And then they have no idea what number they are. Yeah. They're like, oh my gosh, I better hurry up and do this because maybe I'm number 59, but maybe I'm number 101. And, I don't want to miss it.
Yeah. So Lisa says, I do soap naming contests for a free bar of soap. That is a good idea too.
That's fun.
We did that once with our salespeople. We had a jewelry line, is kind of a spinoff. And we did a thing where people could sign up and then we named the jewelry after them. So then it was really fun for them to see the new catalog come out every 6 months because their name was on the jewelry.
How cool is that?
That would be fun doing soap that way.
Oh, yeah.
Annie says I posted a deal of the month. That goes. That's great. Yeah, that's good. You can do it as often or as short as you want, but then you'd change it out.
Now, I'll be curious Annie, for you to check back in with us over some time to let us know what performs better. Hopefully you're going to A/B test this, right? Where you try doing a deal of the month, but then you also try doing a deal of the day. Because I'd like to see what performs better for you, and you'll never know unless you try both, right?
Probably have to run some ads on that to know if you don't have a big list on the deal of the day. Mm-hmm. Lisa says people get competitive about that. On the naming stuff, they do. I know with the jewelry they did. They probably would on the soap as well. Marcy says, I did a video offer a couple months ago. It worked too well. Next time I will do the first 10.
See, it worked too well, which is a good problem.
Good problem.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So, okay. So I've got another good one for you. Service-based people is a calculator. Okay. So if you're in the mortgage business or you're in the, I don't know, car business, you're in the travel business. Okay. Let's say you're a travel agent. Mm-hmm. You could create a calculator for how much you can budget or how to allocate your budget for your next big vacation to Europe. Mm-hmm. Okay. And it would be a calculator that's pre-formatted, obviously, that would say, we want to stay 7 nights. We want to stay in, 4-star hotels. We want to eat out for all of our meals, whatnot. How much money am I really going to need to have the vacation that I want? Or it could be something where they just say, I've got $3,000 to spend on my big vacation I've been planning for 5 years. What can that actually get me where I'm going?
Say calculator. So you're cracking me up because last night I'm laying in bed and I downloaded an app on my phone because it was an opt-in that I did because it was a calculator saying, how many calories can I eat a day to maintain my weight or lose my weight? How many do you eat a day? And it was an opt-in and I did it.
And you did it, sucker.
So I'm laughing as you say that because those calculators are probably a great opt-in.
They work. And the thing is, you guys don't have to create the calculator. There's lots of companies out there where you can buy the software
and you just plug your formula into it. So be thinking about what you could convert into it because I'm telling you, I jumped right on that and I don't usually just jump in.
Yeah. And I think the reason the travel thing, I hope a travel agent listens to this because that would be so helpful for us. My husband and I are planning a trip to Italy, and we are taking all the kids to Italy in June, and we've been planning this for 5 years, right?
How fun.
He turned 50 yesterday.
So
it's to celebrate his 50th birthday. But you know what? Trying to plan
figure out how much you need and what you need to do with 3 kids.
Yeah. And it's so complicated. There's so many moving parts, and how helpful that would be if somebody would create that.
That would be a great option. It would. Okay. So is mine the next one? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So this is one that works really well for product-based businesses. And I've seen it done really well by the baby food formula people. Okay, so you can do it even like for anything, but just think about how I saw it applied. So enter to win a year's supply. And we used to do this in the candles a lot too. So all these people see what you have and go, enter to win a year's supply. Okay, think about it with a candle. If you go enter to win a year's supply, you get a whole bunch of people opting in, and you once a month, you don't have to do it every day. It's like once a month, you would pick one person, and then a year's supply of candles, you would just go, okay, how many candles would they burn in a year? And if your candle burns 200 hours and you figure maybe you burn it 4 or 5 hours a day, really at the end of the day, it doesn't end up being more than like a case of something. You know, like with baby food formula, it'd probably be a whole lot more than that. But think about how your product could translate into something like that, because that's super aggressive and people will jump in for that. That would be worth putting on Facebook ads and running 10 or 20 bucks to an ad like that, where it would be enter to win a year's supply of something, of soap, of lotion, of whatever. Yeah, people will do it. They'll do it.
That perceived value of a year's supply, that's a huge perceived value, which is what's going to make people give you their email.
Right. And don't forget, it's like a retail value too. So it's like your cost on it, if you're the manufacturer or the maker, would be significantly less than the retail, especially if you're wholesaling. So you can do some really aggressive by putting the dollars in. If you don't want to do a year, do a month, do a week, do a dollar amount. Just think about how you could enter to win, and you can have the contest and just pick one over a week, a month, or whatever. But you want to make it often enough that people don't go, oh, they just wanted my name. You know, you want to let them know who won and how often you're picking the winner. But that is one that works really well in product-based businesses.
And I could see that like with what Marcy does with her dream dinners. If I could win a week's worth of dinner, right?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Holy, oh my goodness. Marcy, do this. Please do this. You need to do this, because everybody and their brother will want to sign up for this.
Yeah. So that would be a good one.
Paul put something in here about talking about how we do an A/B test. Should I address that now?
Yeah, you can do it real quick.
Okay, so an A/B test, I don't know, Becky, what you would say in your zone. For me, an A/B test looks like creating the exact same offer in 2 different formats. Okay, so let's say you have 2 different landing pages with the exact same offer except for one thing. Okay, because you can only change one thing at a time to know what really is outperforming the other. Okay,
and typically it's the subject matter.
Yeah,
right.
So it could be, like, let's just, I'm looking at Marcy's name, so we'll talk about Marcy. So she could do one A/B test, or the A test is the enter to win 1 week of free dinners. Okay. The B test could be enter to win, I don't know, a weekend of free dinners, right? The holiday weekend of free dinners, whatever. And she would send only half of her. Now, this is actually, my example is after you have an existing list, but we'll go with it anyways.
Right.
So half of her list would be sent A, half of her list would be sent B, and then you would track what performs.
Okay, so if you don't have a list, it's the same thing, but it's the photo and the subject title on your Facebook ads. So you could do the same thing with a different photo. Typically on A/B split testing on ads, it's like changing the photo out and the headline copy. But yeah, that would be the way you do it, same way. So that works.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. All right. What's your next one?
Another good one. Blueprints, maps, guides, step-by-step processes. Those are all kind of in the same category. But people just love things that are figured out for them.
They do.
Just help me the map and tell me how to do it, right?
Yeah, in the service place that gets them from A to B quicker.
Yes. Okay. Sorry, I kind of am giggling over here because I thought my power cord was going to go out, so I texted my amazing Amanda and I said, "Please bring the power cord. My thing is going to die." And then she walked over here and it was right next to me. She just handed it to me. Sorry.
Paul says, so do you run the A and B concurrently? Yes, you do, because you want to see which one performs the best.
Yes.
And Marcy says, what do you do when a friend on list A tells friend on list B? Well, it depends. if you're doing different promotions. It's just the algorithms that they got. Or, oh, I see what you're saying, if they're already on your list and you're sending the email.
You know what? I think, Mercy, it depends on your relationship with these people. I know in your line of work, you really tend to know the people on your list. You have personal relationships.
They come in again and again. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, you could just pull the honesty card, right? And just say, you know what? We're just testing to see what works better. And it's all luck of the draw to see which list you end up on.
It's just like Kohl's doing they mail the coupons. You get 10, 15, 20, 30, mm-hmm. and some people get 30 and, not very many. So yeah, kind of the same thing. Just
you could also use it as an incentive to make sure they open their emails on an ongoing basis. So you know what? We're always testing different things to different groups on our list. So this time you only got on list A, but you know what? Keep your eyes on your email because we've got something better coming soon. Something like that.
Yeah. 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 Okay. So my next one, right? Mm-hmm. I'm next. Okay. Yep. What about doing an ongoing product opt-in? So they sign up. So let me use free photos as an example. So say you sell photo books or photos or whatever. You could opt in to get the free product, and then you get free again on the first of every month. So people will continually get a few free. I've seen this happen a lot, especially on photo websites where you can get, say, 5 free photos to use in your marketing. And then on the first of the next month, you'll get 5 more, something like that. So do you have a product that you could offer as an ongoing freebie that could be not where you'd have to ship, but something that you could download or send in relation to your... So like, for example, where Lisa was doing this soap, could you do soap one month and something else the next month and have it go on for a couple of months? So those ongoing freebies tend to work as well.
I've seen a lot of people like in Creative Market. I don't know so much in Etsy, but like Creative Market is a website that I hang out on, somewhat frequently. I will often see people that create those really pretty styled photography backgrounds, right? Marie Forleo is famous for using these, right?
Yeah.
Where it looks like this really fashionable desk when your desk in real life is like really scary, right? But you look all clean and modern and
flat lays.
Yeah, right. But I see a lot of people that create those styled photos will do something where when you do sign up for their list, you'll get a certain number of styled photography images sent to you every month, right? And it could just be 1 or 2 or 5 or whatnot. But here's the beautiful thing. I've signed up a lot for those.
Here's the beautiful thing. When you send the free product or the free photo or the free whatever it is you're doing, then you put your offer or what your promotion of the month is. So it gives you an opportunity to get in front of those customers on an ongoing basis. That's the beautiful thing about it. They're not just going to send you the free photos. They're going to promote something or let you know of a new launch, or they're going to let you know something else that's going on in the business. So that's a great thing about those.
Should I move over to talk about some tools?
Yes, because we're running down to, we only have 10 minutes left. So yeah, what are some tools that you use for creating your opt-in?
Okay, so we're not going to put all these links in the comments right now because I just need to spit through this because Becky's got something else awesome to share with you in the next couple of minutes, but I'll read them off real fast. So if you hear one that you like, jot it down real quick. So if you create video opt-ins, you want to look at Camtasia, you want to look at Jing, J-I-N-G, and you want to look at Video Jungle for stock footage that can spice up whatever you do. If you are creating audio opt-ins, you want to look at Audacity if you have a PC or GarageBand if you have a Mac. Landing pages. I am a die-harder for lead pages. I use it all the time and it works.
So what all do you use lead pages for? Just your opt-in, or what else do you use it for?
I use it for sales pages and opt-ins.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you have a whole bunch of them going? You don't just do one, you have a whole bunch.
I have a whole bunch created right now. Like I think right now I have like 5 different opt-ins floating around in cyberspace. And
hear that?
Yeah, and I have sales pages. And the reason that I have so many is because I want to hit people at different product cycles, right?
Mm-hmm.
Different cycles of their business and what their needs are. But I also, this is A/B testing, peeps.
This is a thing that's important because people think they can only do one because you have it on the front. But that's what I'm going to give you a list of the different places to put them. So that's why I asked her that question. And I wondered how many you had. So 5 is good. You know, there are people that have 20 or 30 out there. Because it's different. Yeah.
Amanda works with me, for those of you guys that don't know. She's the operations director over here, and she wrote everything in capital letters because she's the one that's often working on the lead pages with me and setting them up. So yes, we use it for everything. Other tools for landing pages: Unbounce, Instapage, and EntrePage. Okay.
Yeah, those are all good ones.
Yeah, to create your templates or your worksheets. Becky and I are both dieharders for Canva. I say upgrade, get the Canva Pro account. It's absolutely
$12. It's worth every penny.
Yeah. Stencil and PicMonkey are also good options. If you want to create your quizzes, you're going to want to look at Woo, W-O-O. I have no idea how you say this next name. I think it's Kizzer or whatever, but it's QZZR. That's a good one. And Thrive Quiz Builder. I have used Thrive before. It has worked very well in some situations. I will tell you, we did have one situation with one of our clients where it was just a beast. And I'm still not clear on why that was. And the support was less than optimal. So, you know, I don't know if I can totally get as much behind Thrive after that, but it's an option.
Yeah.
For your live webinars, like what Becky and I are doing right now, we use Becky's Be Live accounts. I use Zoom when I'm doing stuff. Both of those allow us to broadcast across multiple channels simultaneously, so we can be in YouTube Live and Facebook Live and yada, yada, yada. We can record it and
Periscope,
all kinds of good stuff.
Yeah.
Infographics, you want to look at PictoChart and Venngage, and contests, you want to look at Gleam or ShortStack. So again, just jot those names down quickly if you
Amanda's putting them in the comments, so that's great.
Okay then. Well, there we go.
Okay, so
Becky, I'm going to pass it over to you.
I want to hear, before I give the 7 places to put your opt-in, where you put your 5 different ones. Are they blog upgrades, content upgrades, or do you have, where are yours located?
Yeah, so some of mine are in blogs. So for example, I will write a blog and then I will create images and put them up on Pinterest, right? That will drive traffic back to the blog. People will read the blog and then they'll see, you know, opt in here, get this, and that will direct them to the lead page where they'll sign up. Okay. So that's one thing I'll do. I will share them when I speak at events from stage. Like I'll say, hey, I'm talking today about niching and how that can double or triple your income really fast. If you guys want a tool that's going to help you figure out what your own niche is, then, you know, go ahead and text me code blah, 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 and it will immediately go to your inbox.
And it'll trigger the landing page. Yeah. So you have lots of creative ways to use it. Okay, so let me tell you a few places where you can put your opt-in once you've decided what it is. You can put it in the feature box, which is at the front of your website when they pop up. You can put it at the top of your sidebar by your blog. Do you have yours there?
I don't have a sidebar working for me on my current site, which probably needs to change.
Yeah, so do a sidebar and put your opt-in right there. That's another one. Okay, after every single blog post you do, you need to put an opt-in. Okay. And then on the footer of your website, that's number 4. And then on your about page, sure you have one there. Because people will pop on that. Typically your about page is like the number 2 or number 3 most landed on. It holds true for just pretty much everybody. And then number 6, the little bar at the top of your site, you know, like those hello bars, you can put one up there.
Mm-hmm.
And I know people hate this one, but it works. And that is the dreaded Lightbox pop-up.
Mm-hmm.
It works. So those are the 7 places.
It does work. And another one, Becky, that I can add to that, in addition to the About page, the FAQ page is also a really big traffic attractor.
You're right.
So if somebody's got a bunch of questions that are constantly being asked and they go to check that, and in the process they see the opt-in, that's a good one.
Yeah, that is the FAQ. I'll add that to the list. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, lots of good information here. I learned a lot even.
I did too. What did Marcy say here? I have not had success with text opt-in with contact info. I require them to fill out the form to get the coupon, but I often lose them there.
Yeah.
Okay. So Marcy, we could talk more about how you're extending that text offer. So it works really well when you're speaking from stage. I don't know if you're speaking and offering it that way, but that has been my best success with use of a text to join thing, has always been when I'm speaking on a topic and then I offer them a tool to implement what I'm talking about. But we could talk offline, or you could join the Visibility group on Facebook.
Exactly.
Visibility Show on Facebook. We have our group, and it's a perfect place for you to transfer this question, and we can all mastermind around what would work.
Exactly. So I think that's a wrap, Steph. What about you?
I think that's a wrap. I will remind all of you guys to join the group and be active in it, okay? Because it only works. It doesn't work if you join it and bail, right? It works if you join the group and you check it and you engage. So it's a great resource, you guys. It's a great place for you to pop your questions, your ideas, your brainstorms, anything, or even if you need a resource to something. You never know who we know, right? Like I saw somebody the other day say that they were looking for an endorsement from a very famous person that I will remain nameless right now, but it's a very famous person that every single person on this live has heard of. And she just said, hey, I'm looking for an endorsement from this person. Does anybody know them? And what do you know? She got all these people that said, yeah, so-and-so knows him. I know him. I can do that, right? So you never know who we know that can help you. So, get in the group and do your thing.
That's good feedback. That is great. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's like the 6 degrees of somebody knows them, right?
Yeah. So what's the address for our Facebook group, Becky?
It's just the visibilityshow.com. So just facebook.com. Is it no, it's facebook.com/group/the visibility. Yeah.
The Visibility Show.
Yeah, just go up in the search bar and put the Visibility Show and you'll find our page and the group, and make sure that you are following both.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. We will be back with you next Thursday with more visibility tips and content that you guys need to know. Please share this with your friends. We, as we're building this new show, we really value those of you that are showing up live to watch, especially, as well as those of you that are catching the replays. Please share it with your friends, because we want to really impact the small business world and help elevate you guys and get the visibility that you need to make your dreams come true. So hit the share button.
Yep. Thanks, guys. Everybody have a great day. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.